What's up, YouTubers, and what's up, electricians, and also non-electricians? We welcome you guys to the channel. I'm God Bless Electrician, and today we'll be showing you guys a quick video. Oh my God, my cat is back here again. She loves the camera, but I'm not gonna give a biscuit. You're not gonna disturb my video today. Okay? Hey, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look up. I'm in the middle of a video, all right? She's a charmer, I can tell you. But back to what I'm saying, guys. All right, so this is a pipe cutter, and we'll be using it to actually cut this conduit. I'm going to show you guys how it's actually done. You know, this pipe's cut about to maybe it goes up to like 1.5 inches of conduit. It cannot cut a 2-inch conduit, I can tell you that much. But it goes right up to 1.5 inches to get it through easily, right? Anything else, you basically gotta use, your reciprocating saw, other wider pipe cutter. But it's just basically a nice hand tool you guys can use to actually have your pipes cut. So we're gonna show you guys how you do it. First, you wanna open your pipe cutter, and to do that, you gotta spread these legs apart here. It's actually a ratchet thing when you start to squeeze it, but we'll show you how that works once we open it up. So you're gonna fly it, it kind of flips off because it's kind of spring loaded, so it opens like that. And as you can see, we have a pretty sharp blade here. When your blades start to get dull, you can actually use your grinding disc and sharpen it, or if by extension you can actually get a new cutter. Up to you, depends on your budget and everything, but you can always use your grinding disc and sharpen this stuff up and get some more use out of it. You can tell mine do need a little bit of sharpening now, because that blade is starting to go a little bit to the left and to the right, and we need it to be straight. But so I probably get a new one, or I just sharpen it. I don't know, whichever way the tide flows. Anyways, I'm going to show you guys how to actually do this now. And I'm going to try to do this here. So I'm going to line this up, and then I'll show you guys how it looks. All right, guys, so as you can see, I lined the blade up with a pipe. And now what you're going to do, you basically, because I'm doing this with one hand, so I'm going to actually use my feet here to lap this so I can actually give you guys a good view. Right, that's perfect. So I'm using my right hand. I'm right-handed, fellas. So this is a 3/4 inch conduit, or 20 millimeter. And what you're going to do, you're going to squeeze the trigger until you finally, see it kind of squeezing on the pipe. And then what you do, you give that pipe with a little bit of turn. The pipe is turning with it. Let me see here. Now, if you have both hands, it'd be a little bit different. But let me see here. So you give it a little bit of turn, and you squeeze. While you get into it, you kind of squeeze. Once you get that turn to make that first cut, you squeeze, right? And as you can see, my blade is a little bit dull, but if you have a sharper blade, it will just go right in. I can tell you that much, right? And then you squeeze again, and you squeeze and squeeze until it actually flips off. So as I said, my blade is a little bit dull, but if you have a sharper blade, it will give you a more cleaner cut than this. But I'm just doing this video so you guys can actually get the basics of how this actually works, right? Maybe because I'm using one hand too, so who knows. So that's what it actually do. You could just use 2 hands and grip it, and you open this up and you put it around it. Let's try this again, folks. All right, so sometimes you can squeeze it till it locks, but I like to use my hand and bring it down so I don't have to be squeezing. So boom, let's try this again. Let's try to keep this a little bit straight here, and you have it locked. And once you feel you get it locked enough, you do a turn. I'm trying to grip it. All right, whichever way. You just give it a little bit of turn once you're using both hands, and then you squeeze it, and it should go right through. All right, that's still a little bit not how God Bless Electrician would have done it. But like I said, my blade is a little bit dull, and I'm using one hand, but I'm just giving the guys a concept. So you put it around it, you made a little bit of turn, and you squeeze, and then once your blade is sharp enough, it's just gonna go right through. So that's the basics, basically, of how to use a PVC pipe cutter. All right, guys. So take it easy. God Bless Electrician. Signing off.
Please subscribe to God Bless Electrician YouTube channel.
You will learn electrical work and the code.